Okay, I'm going to show you a whole sequence. So I'm going to start with going straight up like this. So you want to be 90 degrees, and you're going to go straight out, back, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch. Now you're not punching. You're not throwing. It's not like that. Just holding it up and going straight out. And if you notice, it's not really fast because the slow and steady means you're controlling the weight and you're keeping it up through a bunch of different angles on your shoulder. So it's going to help strengthen some of this side. Then you can do the side lateral like this. You only want to come up to that evenly. You don't want to go high. Just up here. This is my own shoulder, so this is different. And if anything hurts, you don't have to keep going. On this side, it's much stronger. I can hold this up, guys, right up to the higher end. And I hold it up. If I can hold a little bit at the top before I bring it down, that means I can hold it. 6, 7, 8, 10. And then I can do. So one of the reasons I like to do a curl here is because I just did a whole bunch of lifting up with the shoulders, and I'm about to do shoulder press. So I'm going to give those muscles a rest, and then I'm going to do the curl. That's the bicep and the lower part of your shoulder. 4, slow and steady. 5. You notice too, I don't jerk my body out. Some people not do this stuff. Nothing. Isolate. Just one movement, straight back, straight forward. Time under load for the muscles. Now for me, this is too light to be useful for the curls. So typically what happens is I'll bring the curls in as I bring my weight up a little more. And then I'll go, then I do a shoulder. So I'll come up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Always control. You don't have to be jerky about anything. Just steady and get lots of power. Now, usually I didn't grab the same weight, but usually you have 2 weights, so you don't have to switch hands. Just do the right, do the left. And the last one is straight forward. 1, 2. Notice, slow and steady. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's show you. So that's an example of how you would do it. You would start with, instead just use your hand weights, then use a water bottle, then go to the 3-pounder, then to the 5-pounder, then to the 8-pounder, and then to the 10-pounder. And I guarantee you, you will not get through all of that stuff when you get to that higher weight. Some of those particular exercises will fall off. You won't be ready, and that's fine. Do them up until the level you can't do it, then you stop doing them, and then do the other ones. Now, later on, I'll show you some other ways where there's other exercises you can start to bring in that are probably more powerful exercises that will bigger muscles. But for now, that's a good start, and that basically works your whole shoulder cage, and then that will hopefully start helping strengthen some of this. And then we'll talk about some other things too, some flexibility and some other stuff. So, and then after you finish like the 3-pounder, say, you can take a break, just stretch out a little bit, loosen up, Give yourself like a minute, and then you can start and do the next one up. Because built into that whole circuit is each side is resting while the other side is working, so you don't have to take a lot of rest in between the weight levels. You just want a little bit just to kind of mostly to stretch out and kind of reset yourself. So that's it. That's a really good start. And then do that, and then maybe I'll have you take a video and I'll take a look at you.